Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Gym Rat World. My name's Rob, and this is the only spot where you can go for fast and simple supplement reviews. Today, I'm actually going to be talking about the top 3 downsides or cons of taking a pre-workout. Just some things that you should be a little cautious of, or maybe some of these reasons might deter you from taking a pre-workout. I'm not too sure. You'd have to decide on that. But either way, I'm going to make sure I make this video nice, quick, and concise for you. So let's just get right on into it. All right, let's start with the number 3 con or negative of taking a pre-workout, and that is addiction. You can definitely get addicted to pre-workouts. There's some people that take pre-workouts every single day, and they feel like that they can only take a pre-workout to have a good workout. And when you get to that point to where maybe you run out of a pre-workout and you need to work out that day, or you want to work out that day, but you don't go just because you ran out of a pre-workout, that's the problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
That's called addiction, okay? So that can definitely happen to a lot of people because, you know, there's stimulants in it. Stimulants, our bodies, you know, people just like stimulants. Like cocaine is a really intense stimulant, but people get addicted to it and it straight up ruins lives. Now, obviously, caffeine and other stimulants that are in pre-workouts aren't that intense, but you can also still get addicted to that energy and that feeling that you get right before you get into the gym. So getting addicted to pre-workouts can definitely happen if you let it. I always just suggest maybe cycling off of it, take it for 3 or 4 weeks, maybe take a week or 2 off, something like that, right? Just to make sure that you don't get addicted, but it can definitely happen, okay? So addiction is definitely one of the 3 cons or negatives of taking a pre-workout. And yeah, let's move on to number 2. Okay, so the number 2 negative of taking a pre-workout is the fact that you can actually get sick. Now, there's multiple different ways you can get sick. It could be a bad product, it could be a bad company where they're just putting in some crap ingredients in there. You could also take too much pre-workout and that can make you sick as well. And you could also just be born however the way you were born, because certain bodies, certain genetics, things like that, they don't mix with some ingredients. Like if you take a pre-workout that has like maybe some weight loss ingredients in there, something that's going to give you a thermogenic feeling, something like that, it can really mess up somebody's body if they're not used to any of those exotic ingredients, and that can make you sick. So that's an issue. And then again, if you're getting it from a horrible source, a company that's just not reliable, they haven't tested anything, they're getting all their ingredients from way overseas and they don't test anything, and there's all sorts of different things in it, that can definitely get you sick. And that's an issue because there's different severities of how sick you can get from it. People have definitely got super messed up from taking a pre-workout when it's been from a horrible source. So as long as you make sure that you're getting it from the right source, then you're all good. But again, you can't really get past the genetic part, and you can definitely get past taking too much pre-workout. I see a lot of people taking 2 or 3 scoops of a pre-workout when they're only supposed to be taking 1. That's ridiculous, that's stupid, and it can definitely make you sick. So those are just some of the reasons on how it can make you sick. But yeah, getting sick is definitely a negative of taking a pre-workout. Now let's get into the number 1 negative of taking a pre-workout, which is actually freaking out / getting injured. I look at freaking out and getting injured kind of the same thing, and let me explain real quick. Now, when you can freak out, if you take too much pre-workout, you can definitely freak out. If you have a whole bunch of caffeine that's entering in your system, like if you have a pre-workout that gives you already 350 milligrams of caffeine, and then you take it 2 scoops of that, that's a lot of caffeine. That's 700 milligrams. That's about 7 cups of coffee running through your body. You can freak out, and if you're laughing right now thinking, oh, some idiot, what kind of idiot's gonna do that? It happens all the time, all right? Here's a clip. Maybe I was that guy, okay? But either way, I feel like we've all done it once or twice, but if you do it too much, it can definitely mess you up and you could freak out. Now, with that freak out, you can take too much pre-workout and you can go into the gym and then you just start throwing weights around. If you're trying to lift more than you can actually lift, well, 1, you should be pushing yourself a little bit. But if you take too much pre-workout, if you get too overconfident, you could really just mess your stuff up. You can get injured, you can injure your shoulder, you can injure your elbow if you're doing bench, you're just throwing on too much and you're all hyped and jacked because you took some crazy amounts of pre-workout. That's an issue because, again, you can get injured and that's going to hurt your training, and that is a real negative of pre-workouts. I've definitely done that in the past as a young Marine, taking pre-workout. Remember Jack 3D? We used to take that 2 scoops. So we've had some injuries there, we've had some freakouts taking that, so it can definitely happen, so watch out for that. But also, even just regular dosages, if you're not used to pre-workouts, you could take too much beta-alanine for your body or for your comfort level at that time. You start itching your face. A lot of people freak out from that too. Here's a clip on that.
This is miserable, Shane. That my skin is just gonna like peel off my face.
So yeah, basically, if you don't have a level head when you're going into it, and if you don't pay attention to the label and you don't pay attention to how many scoops you're actually supposed to take, you can freak out or get injured from taking a pre-workout. And that's the #1 negative of taking pre-workouts. And that's my list. Those are the top 3 reasons, in my opinion, on why you should or shouldn't take, or just be a little bit more cautious of taking pre-workouts. And yeah, let me know what you think down below. Let me know any of your crazy stories that you might have as well, taking pre-workouts, or know somebody. I find those to be quite entertaining. But yeah, appreciate your time today. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and also, if you're wondering, like, you know, what's good pre-workouts to take, I have like top 5 lists of different pre-workouts. Also reviewed probably every single pre-workout that's on the market. Not everyone, but most of them. So check those out, because I will always let you know if there's any issues with any pre-workouts that I actually review. But yeah, other than that, I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by, and have a good day.